In this video, I'm going to be going over how to crush your opponent in a closed position. This only really happens when your opponent plays in a really passive way and like pushes their pawns forwards one and then brings their knights out and then just like dances around with their knights. And in this position, I had so many moves with my pawns where I could just push them forwards and he didn't want to take. Like earlier, I gave him the chances to take. I pushed here and he didn't want to, so he just pushed. And um, against someone who's playing like this, it could be really hard because you don't know, like you've never played an opening like this, right? But it does get quite easy when you understand that you can calculate what moves they have. But in a 3 minute game that I was playing, it's quite hard to make sure they can't have any moves. So that's the whole point. You want to make sure they don't have any good moves. If they don't have any moves against you, like these knights, they're not going anywhere. I have a choice. I could either push my pawns on this side and open up this side, or push my pawns on this side and open up this side. So you don't want to do both because it just leaves your king vulnerable. But I decided I was going to push on this side and then castle my king this way, so he's a little bit safe over here, not completely because he can attack me. Now you have to kind of like figure out a way. Like you can kind of calculate where your knight can go to jump into a nice square. Like you can look a couple moves ahead and see where you want your knight to go to. So say I want this knight to go here. How's it going there? Here and here, or here, here, I don't know, here and here, right? So we have to move this pawn, and we have to do all those random moves to get the knight on this square, which looks pretty nice if these guys are gone at that time. Pawn breaks and piece maneuvers. I was talking about this a little bit earlier, where you could like move your knight around and put it on a square you liked. So you kind of want to pick a square, like say my queen, if it goes here, I pretty much win the game if his queen wasn't here. But we're just talking in theoreticals. If I put my queen here, checkmate, right? So I need to figure out how to get my queen there. Or if I put my knight here, I fork his rook in his that, right? If I put that there. So you need to figure out how you can get it there and figure out how to get this going. So it's a lot of problem solving, and you'll figure it out in the game, or you won't, and you'll lose. He's just in jail because my pawns are just so much further, and he can't really do anything with any of his pieces. And yeah, so he made a big mistake here when he pushed because he opened up his king. I believe that's the reason. And I just pushed. Not the best move, but now he makes a devastating mistake. And yeah, so after this, he's like, his king can't do anything. He's gonna die. And in this game, it's against the same player, so I knew that he was gonna play like a turtle or like a hippo or whatever the heck he's playing, right? So I played it a little bit kind of the same because it's how I always play against these players, but I dropped a pawn pretty much immediately, and yeah, so that didn't go well. And then because I dropped the pawn, because I was trying to go quicker this game, because I realized really late into this game that he had a lot of time left and I was really low on time. 19 move mark. He was at 2.5 minutes and I was at 1.5 minutes. And it started at 3 minutes. So he had a lot of time left. So I know this guy plays quick, and I started playing a bit quicker, and that's where I messed up. I don't know why he went here with his knight. I literally looked at it. I'm like, your knight can go nowhere. Maybe if it goes here after, but it still looks so bad on that square. I blunder somewhere. Yeah. So he has a pin on my pawn, and he goes there. So players that play like this will see a lot of tactics like this, and they'll see a lot of like, if you hang a piece, they'll probably be able to convert it to a win. What you also want to look out for during games like this, when your opponent is just turtling and sitting in the corner, is uh, pawn breaks. So in this position, when you push your pawn, and it gets passed, so now his pawns can't attack my pawn. And now he either has to take it with a piece or just leave it there, and he just left it there and lost the game. Please like and subscribe and comment if you liked the video.